Hi there, it's Donovan, and welcome back to the Special Hour, episode 31. As always, I am joined by my co-host, Mr. Dean.
What's up, everyone? It's Mr. Dean. I just cooked a burger right before recording this. I don't know why I wanted to throw that in. I just thought, some people might be wondering.
Are you giving us a mukbang on the air?
I did not record it, nor do I have any interest in doing mukbangs, but I'm just letting you know, Donovan, that happened right before, because I feel like I've never opened up about the diet of Mr. Dean before on the podcast. You know what I mean?
Anyways, we also have a third special guest today, introducing Mayro.
Hi, I'm Mayro. I'm here.
Whoa! Normally, we'd always go on like a super long tangent without even introducing the special guest, but we're slowly changing our ways. Mayro, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm one of those transes that people have on to show that they're inclusive or whatever.
This whole podcast is solely just like this is just a DEI episode of the podcast.
This is not the DEI hire.
I'm the DEI hire.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I'm a YouTuber. I make mainly videos about making Mario chaotic, whether that be ROM hacks or challenges. And then sometimes I play other games. I don't know. I just kind of like chaos.
Well, and you also have a Mario Kart dedicated channel too, right?
I do, but I abandoned it. So.
Well, but it's still there.
It's still there.
It exists.
I like Mario Kart a lot. Yeah, that is true. That is a fact about me.
I already had a feeling that, like, going into this episode, me and Mayro would just have an extended conversation about Mario Kart, and Donovan would just have nothing to say.
Guys, you talk about CTGP right now, and I'll grab my popcorn. I'll make myself a burger. And do a mukbang on the side.
I can give you a funny Mario Kart news right now.
Oh,
and that
please.
Yeah. So I think yesterday, out of recording this, Mario Kart Wii just received its 30-second SNES Rainbow Road remake. So now you can replace
every 30 seconds.
So now you can replace every track in the game with a different version of SNES Rainbow Road.
So there are 32. That's the same amount as courses in Mario Kart World, or like base 8.
Yeah.
Just a full Mario Kart game of just SNES Rainbow Road.
And is there any significant differences between these different versions, or is it literally just like the same thing?
I haven't played all of them, but it's just different people's interpretations of it, and some less serious than others.
Yeah, I still do remember back whenever I did play CTGP. I don't remember if SNES Rainbow Road was one of them, but there were retro tracks where there would be multiple iterations of it in the same distribution. So I think I want to say SNES Bowser's Castle 2 might have been one of them, or I know, forgot, but
yeah, Mario Kart Midnight had 3 Battle Castle 3s. So.
But that's what I'm wondering are all of them pretty much just the same thing with maybe different textures, or is there actually significant?
A lot of them are pretty similar from what I've played of them, but some of them are more reimagined.
Are there different creative liberties?
There are different creative liberties. Some of them are more modern. Some of them are not serious.
I think I'm a little interested in the non-serious ones. I just want to see whatever.
Donovan, you're not ready for that. Donovan, you're gonna regret saying that.
Well, there's one that is. There's one that is themed around Sans Undertale.
That shit is just for me.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying SNES Rainbow Road for Sans?
Yes, it has falling bones. It has boulders with Sans' face on rolling throughout the course.
It's just like a bullet hell, but for a kart racer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, normally we'd start off the podcast. We just went straight into gaming. This is, in fact, a gaming podcast. Yeah. But what have you guys been doing this week?
Not much.
This past week, so later today, probably 2 hours after recording this, I'm actually going to a surprise birthday for one of my friends. So shout out. I know damn well she is not listening to this, but Julia, shout out.
Damn, fake friend.
I do actually appreciate a lot of my friends though, because I appreciate all my friends. I appreciate a lot of my friends that do listen.
A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them actually do watch my videos and support the channel. So actually, no, shout out to all of you. But anyway, yesterday I also got a pedicure, so that was fire. Trying to stay hygienic. You know what I mean? Take care of my body and everything.
Cool.
I have a funny story about a pedicure, but maybe that's for another time.
Well, Donovan, now I want to hear it. Now that he said,
I'm also I'm curious.
Yeah, you come on.
Okay, to cut it short, that's what I thought a foot job was.
The fuck?
So
what?
So who did you ask to do it?
I've seen this GIF going around Discord. This was like 3 years ago. It was like 35 years without a foot job. Think about what that does to a man. So I always thought that meant like a pedicure. So I remember saying that out loud in a quiet classroom.
No, Donovan, no.
And everyone just looked at me.
Dude, a pedicure it's wholesome, Donovan. It's not everything has to.
And now people think I have a foot fetish 3 years later.
And they're right. No.
What?
Donovan, we support you here on the special.
We support you.
We want you to be yourself. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I'm definitely clipping this and uploading that to Twitter.
Wait. Well, I did suck my toe one time. What? But anyways, Mayro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's really no one asked, by the way.
Folded under zero pressure.
I like how Donovan didn't even say what he did the past week. All he said was I have a foot fetish, and then he just
I said people think. I never said I did.
I'm saying it.
Anyways,
Donovan, just tell us what you did last week. Oh,
what did you do last week?
So
the discussion is now afoot.
So everyone has left the podcast, but I had some final projects to do. Some due dates to complete. I had a 3D print something that went terribly wrong. How hard is it to print a fucking cylinder? So I printed it the first time. It somehow got misaligned. That was on the 5th attempt where it actually did something, but unfortunately it misaligned, so it looked like utter dog shit. So then I went to go print it again. This time, it actually looked pretty good. Unfortunately, I ran out of filament, so I was left with a really perfect-looking cylinder that was like 3/4 of the way done. So I was panicking. This was like an hour before, we all had to present. So what I did was basically Frankenstein the chopped model and the good-looking model together. So the misaligned parts on the chopped model, luckily, almost aligned with the height of the new model. So I just, I decapitated the chopped model's head off and put it on the incomplete, beautiful looking model. And I barely showed off my model because it looked chopped. I made the drawings speak for itself, and my professor said, rookie mistake, just go Photoshop it for your portfolio and everything will be all right.
I'm gonna be honest, Donovan, I have no idea what you said.
I'm sorry, it's hard to it's hard without visuals.
As a non-architect student, all of that sounded like gibberish to me. I just heard something about a 3D
print failed. I combined chopped and beautiful together.
Okay. All right. That's nice.
So the 3D print failed. It didn't go right one of the times. Like it got built wrong, and then another time it was going fine, but he ran out of stuff. Ran out of 3D printer ink, so to say.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Mayro, what have you been up to this past week?
I've been sitting around. I started therapy again. That was cool.
Nice.
Not been doing much else, to be honest. Been doing less than I should be.
All right, well, Donovan, do you want to go ahead and kind of get into our special selects?
Oh, yeah. I was about to go straight into the news. I just completely forgot about a vital section of the podcast. Yeah, special selects. That is a thing that we do. Mayro, what games have you been playing? Just as of recent.
That is a thing that we do.
Yeah, that is a thing that we do. We're very professional.
Yeah, Mayro, what have you been playing over the past week?
I've actually been playing a lot of stuff on and off.
Oh, okay.
Started another playthrough of Mario Bros. Wonder, so I can get a 100% save file ready for... I can't say, it'll be spoilers. But
yeah. Something that we'll be talking about later in this episode.
Oh, yeah. Don't look at your brain if you've seen any Nintendo news ever. So I've been doing that. Mario Kart Wii, obviously, no surprises there.
Are you talking like modded Mario Kart Wii or just base?
Oh yeah. Without getting into a huge side tangent, Mario Kart Wii Retro Rewind, the mod is very active. It gets like 150 players every day, so it's not hard to find lobbies.
Oh, wow. 150?
Okay. Yes. 150 concurrent, rather. Like, I don't know how many actual people.
Shout out ZPL.
Shout out ZPL.
But yeah, go check out Retro Rewind if you're interested.
Yeah, check out Retro Rewind. I've been playing some Fantasy Life I. Fantasy Life is great. It's a very grindy game, very good for putting it on in the background while listening to a podcast.
Such as the special hour. Feel free
Such as the special hour. I highly recommend booting up Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time as you listen to this podcast.
Yes.
Yes. I've been playing Zelda Echoes of Wisdom on and off. That's pretty fun. Not much to say there. It's all right. Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition. Playing on and off.
Wait, what are your thoughts on that? I have not tried out the update.
I like it. I mean, it's like probably should have been free. I felt like I may as well get it because I know I've played a lot of Animal Crossing, so I'd probably get my money's worth. But I mean, the actual Switch 2 features, I mean, they're not that exciting. I mean, the mouse controls I don't care for, and then there's the megaphone item, and that barely even works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that the thing where you can just like summon any of your villagers?
Yeah,
get over here.
Yeah, I actually thought that was really cool.
There's a weird caveat though with the megaphone because sometimes I'm summoning my villagers, and then it says, Marina isn't nearby. Isn't that the fucking point of the megaphone?
Yeah, it's really, really strangely implemented. And then I think most importantly, I bought a game called Tricky Traps off of the Nintendo eShop for £1, and it
Tricky Traps. What the fuck?
What's the premise?
You press A.
Was it on sale? Or?
Yeah, it was on sale.
Wait, this looks like is this like a cool math game or something? This looks
it was very when I started playing it, I noticed it was very blatantly a mobile game that they ported.
Yeah.
Because
like Angry Birds kind of.
Anytime it prompted for controls, it was like a finger tapping on the screen.
Should I make Tricky Traps the background footage for this episode?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it's great. I played like
Papa's
5
Freezeria last time.
I did do Papa's Freezeria.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I played a good 5 minutes of Tricky Traps, and I was like, yeah, this is worth. I'm glad I got this while it was on sale, because if I bought this for full price, I would have felt ripped off.
Wait, it's full price now? Okay, never mind. I'm not buying the game just to do like a bit for the podcast. Never mind.
And I went to put Tricky Traps on my backlogged account, but it wasn't an option. I guess it's not well known enough.
I'm shocked.
MrDean, if it makes you feel any better, I bought a $10 calculator on Switch.
I also have the $10 calculator.
Donovan, we talked about this before. I just like I'm not gonna say anything. Just nothing.
Sounds like someone's jealous that they didn't buy the $10 calculator on Switch.
Someone's
you're right. Mayro, you're right.
The greatest Metacritic games of all time.
Mayro, you're right. I am jealous. That's right. Mm-hmm. Donovan, what have you been playing over the past week?
So a little bit more of the same. I encountered a almost game-breaking bug in FF7 Remake, where the specters would spawn really, really high, and I could not attack them.
So would you say that the game is slop because of that?
The game is Japanese JRPG slop and has no business running on the Switch 2 and PlayStation Forever, baby. Woo! I love Xbox.
The developers had no soul whenever they made it. It was just pure slop.
Oh yeah, zero soul.
Yeah.
This is a Cyberpunk 2077 situation.
God, Game Freak is so lazy.
or Mario Kart World, because the game sucks and the developers had no heart.
This is more remake slop. No original ideas ever.
Oh, so true.
But,
I can't wait for someone to think that we're being serious right now.
Yeah,
we are.
Still playing Hades 2. Amazing game. And I've been playing the greatest game of all time. I'll be making a video on this soon.
Tricky Traps.
Or Tricky Traps. No, it is Highguard. It is the greatest game I have ever played. Jeff Keighley has created an absolute masterpiece of a game. The fact that he had the balls to add guns to a video game, something that's really only you're able to play in a shooting range, it's absolute genius the way he's implemented the gun. Not to mention light. Now, I've only played video games where they had a black background, and it's pretty moody. It sets the scene. But in 2026, I think games should utilize the power of the sun, and Highguard has truly just made a leap forward for gaming, and I don't think we should ever go back to a black background. Also, the voice acting just puts Metroid Prime 4 Beyond to shame. The voice acting is so amazing, and the characters. One of the characters' names is literally called Condor, like Concord or Conkdor. This game is amazing. Go. So, yeah, I highly recommend playing Highguard. It will change your life. Jeff Keighley will forever be remembered as not just a visionary game creator, but a master storyteller.
So it sounds like you didn't really like Highguard very much.
Okay. I loved it so much, I uninstalled it to free more space on my PS5.
That's great. See, I've heard mixed things about Highguard. I mean, I have a friend who absolutely adores Highguard, and then everyone else, I've heard basically that it's bad, but I don't know anything about it other than what you've just told me.
That's the media trying to brainwash you. Highguard is an absolute hood classic.
Understood. Mayro fell victim to the agenda of trying to get you to hate Highguard. It's actually actually a 10 out of 10 game.
I won't make
Jeff Keighley loved it so much he put it at the end of the Game Awards.
Donovan, was that all for the past week?
That is all.
Okay, I've really only played one game this past week, so I'm not going to be and my one game isn't nearly as niche as I guess some of the ones that wait, I don't know about niche. Donovan was just talking about Final Fantasy VII and Hades 2. Those are very niche games.
Very niche.
Yeah, the only game I've been playing is Sonic Mania.
Oh, cool.
And I had already played it once whenever it first came out, but it had been a long time. Forever, I had just kind of seen it as the game with that really good soundtrack that I use in my videos all the time.
Yes.
But I finally actually came back to the game to get footage, and I forgot about how fun it is. Like, honestly, this doesn't happen to me very often whenever I play a game, especially a 2D platformer, but as soon as I beat it, I immediately wanted to replay the game again, especially because with Sonic Mania, there's like 5 different characters, each with their own different attributes whenever it comes to the platforming. Like you have Knuckles, who's able to climb up the walls, and you're able to reach different parts of the levels through doing that. And then obviously you have Sonic as like the speed character, Tails can fly. There's just really a lot of like nuance to the way whichever character you choose will kind of impact, what you get out of the gameplay experience to kind of like a greater extent than something that we saw with, say, Super Mario Bros. 2, for example, where in that game you had Luigi who was able to jump higher, but at the end of the day, like, it didn't fully, change like what parts of the levels you were able to reach. Once again, soundtrack, incredible for Sonic Mania. Studiopolis Zone, Hydrocity Zone, I think it's Stardust Speedway, where it's like low key like a sex song that's playing in the background.
What?
No, but play.
Can I see your sex playlist?
No, but no. I'm being serious. Like Stardust Speedway, if you play Act 1, it's like, dude, like the bass line is like thumping, like at like.
I'm gonna have to listen to this.
Can you tell me if it is or is not a good song for foot jobs?
For foot. Just that's a great way to bring this all full circle. What would a good foot job song be? Like what is the appropriate mood for that?
I think we should change the title of this video.
But no, yeah, Sonic Mania is fantastic, and I'm definitely still playing it, so I might honestly have more to say about it next week. Who knows? But yeah, with that being said, if you guys are ready, we could kind of move on to the 2 main games that we have to talk about this week, because we had 2 pretty big one was more of like a trailer, and then the other one was a full-on direct. So what are we feeling? Do you want to talk about Wonder or Tomodachi Life first?
Let's do Tomodachi.
All right, sure.
All right, so Nintendo's woke.
True.
Nintendo's woke.
What?
Oh my
no
goodness.
way! It's the president that's ruined. It's the no president.
Oh, don't even get me started.
She doesn't make the fucking games,
dude. Donovan, like literally,
she was in office for like 5 minutes, guys.
People have so little media literacy. I swear. The idea that the new president that wasn't even in office before this year would impact such a major aspect of a game that's been in development for so much longer than she got that power is so funny. Like people have zero idea how game development works.
Not to mention that she's only the president of like Nintendo US.
Yeah, it's a Japanese company. It's not even.
I will say, like, I mean, Nintendo of America has a little bit of influence when games are being created, but they're not actually, making the games. They can request things that the American audience wants, because I did read Metro Prime 4 Beyond actually was a request from Nintendo of America. So they do have some say in, like, hey, this is what Americans want, and then it's up to Japan to be like, to actually act upon it. But the idea that this president
yeah, well, and it's just a big deal in general for because correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the feature of like, say, being able to put your Mii as non-binary or changing who they're attracted? Well, it's optional, but I was gonna say, isn't it also a part of the Japanese release too? It's not even only the Western one. Yeah, so that's a pretty fucking big deal that in all parts of the world, not just like America or like Western releases, that's going to be a thing. So, I remember whenever I was watching the Direct, I was assuming they were going to kind of skimp out of it a little bit. Like, I was assuming they were still going to give you the ability to, say, like, have same-sex attraction in the game. I was in no way expecting them to put non-binary. Like, I thought either they would word it differently or try to, not like upset the anti-woke crowd. You know what I mean?
For sure. I was expecting that they would do, like, for like the same sex stuff, I was expecting they'd just make it so, like, Mii's will be attracted to anybody and you don't get a say in it, and that would be their way of doing it. I'm really surprised that they, like, explicitly let you choose, including none, which is great for me because I'm a romantic. So cool.
That's kind of what I was, like, getting at too, is I was thinking it was just going to be as simple as maybe you get to choose, like, which gender your Mii is attracted to, but they were going to go much deeper than that. But like you said, they made it so you're able to make your Mii like straight, gay, bi, pan, asexual, like literally basically anything is possible. So seeing Nintendo do that, especially with how uninclusive the first Tomodachi Life was.
Yeah.
When did that come out? 2014, something like that. I was very shocked by that, but I mean, yeah, it's really cool to see that.
They kept true to their word when they faced a controversy for Tomodachi Life, and it's very glad that they actually stuck to their word and implemented. Honestly, this is like one of the most groundbreaking features of this game.
It unironically is like one of the biggest, just like, I don't know what I was like getting at right there, but I was gonna say it's such a big shock to see in just a game in general, but just like a Nintendo game and something that's marketed to such a general audience.
Yeah, big W.
So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So for people that didn't have the chance to watch the Direct, we can kind of talk about just like whatever was like a notable thing that was announced. So of course, what we were just referring to is how you have full control over who your Mii is attracted to and what their gender identity is.
Yeah.
You're also able to have a lot more customization on like the way your Mii looks than I was expecting. Like you're able to draw on your Mii, which is wild.
That looks fantastic.
Get ready for the billion cocks that everyone's going to draw.
100%. Well, didn't Nintendo say that they're going to be placing a lot of like restriction on sharing of what the Mii's look like?
Nintendo has they put out a little statement like we're going to restrict some photo sharing features because we want to put smiles on everyone's faces. That is going to stop no one. But at least they tried.
This game was looking too good. We needed to come up with some sort of caveat quickly.
Yeah, I was expecting that to be the case.
I don't think they're gonna take down like videos.
No,
because I've been watching. I've brought up this guy in so many videos. Poofesher.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching his like Tomodachi Life series for like years. They never took down a single one.
No,
and he's done some not so family friendly things. In Tomodachi Life, and I don't think they're gonna take down.
No, I don't think they would,
unless they have like explicit, like derogatory or racist.
Guys, be honest. Viewers, listeners, be honest. How many of you are making Mr. E's Island? And I'm not referring to the book from Yoshi.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they probably saw a bunch of Mr. K. me edits on the good old Twitter.
Yeah.
And got really scared and quickly made a statement.
Yeah, I think what they were probably referring to is like how on Kirby Air Riders you're able to make a machine and then other people if you share it. I'm assuming they're saying on Tomodachi Life you're not going to be able to make a me put like the N word on its forehead and then just share it like, you know, in the ether.
There is
Tomodachi Life.
What's interesting is that there are no online features except for Save Data Cloud that I read on the website.
Oh, okay. So I missed that
thoughts
part.
about that.
Yeah, I remember whenever I made my video speculating about Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, I was kind of hoping to have some kind of online functionality, but I don't think that that's a deal breaker for me necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I obviously would love it if you were able to say, have your me go to your friend's, Tomodachi Life Island or be able to like download a me that someone else made. But I mean, I'm still gonna have fun with the game either way.
Yeah,
so.
It's not a deal breaker. I think it's just the easy way out for the developers. It's like, oh well. I would have liked it. What would online features be? Probably like transferring me's kind of like Street Pass did, but that wasn't really online. That was more local. They probably have some kind of local communication thing, but they never talked about it, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, and I don't mind it as much in this case, too, because to me, Tomodachi Life is such a personal experience. Like, the things that happen on your island with the me's that you create is like your own little reality show in the form of a video game. So, in a way, there is kind of a beauty to it all being just your own island and no one else's console or no one else is like directly impacting what's happening. Someone else could obviously have the opinion that like it's the opposite and it's like, oh, I want to be able to engage directly with my friends, and that's valid. But that's part of, I guess, why I'm not super bothered by it personally.
Yeah.
For me, I would say while there's not really any excuse for not having it, it's not like the end of the world. Like there are worse things.
100%.
I think like for me, I'd just love to be able to like add, everyone's got me's of themselves. I can't be bothered to try and recreate them. So if I could just like download the me's from anyone on my friend list so they can be on my island without me having to remake it myself, that'd be great.
That definitely would be a good feature to be able to.
Is there a way to transfer me's on Nintendo Switch? I think you could. I think this is what I did when I first got the Switch. I transferred it from a 3DS.
But once again, that's just
could.
like a quality of life thing, though, where it would be an easy thing for them to put in the game itself. So that way you don't have to go through all those hoops just to get like your friend's me's instead of making it again yourself.
Yeah.
Either way, like me and Mayro were saying, I don't think it's like it's not like this big thing that's gonna be like, fuck, I hate Tomodachi Life or anything.
Yeah.
I love how Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is still very weird.
Oh yeah,
they
very
embrace the weirdness.
That's what made the original game so good.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of zany things that could happen. I think the part that made me laugh a lot was the incredible amount of riz Hugh Morris has.
Yes.
Because
I love how many people didn't even get the pun until after the direct.
Humorous.
Yeah.
Like two me's could be walking and then they bump into each other and then they fall in love, they break up, and then Hugh Morris can come in, steal someone's heart. I feel like that's a better or a more expanded level of gameplay or interactiveness compared to Tomodachi Life.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, I was just going to say, one of the things that excited me especially with that direct was the fact that you're able to like pick up your me and then move, or not your me, any of the me's, and move it around to kind of facilitate an interaction. And I'm
could, like, force people.
Yeah, and I'm so happy though that they didn't give you more control than was necessary, because that's one of the things that was scaring me with Living the Dream, is I was really hoping Nintendo wasn't going to lose sight of what made Tomodachi Life special and make it so you're literally just God controlling everything that happens and you get to decide who falls in love with who or who. But no, they're still keeping it to where, like, if you move a me next to another me, they're going to interact, but you don't get to decide what happens from that interaction.
They could hate each other.
Exactly. So I think that's a really cool feature. The fact that you're able to expedite those interactions in a way that was impossible in the original game. What were you going to say, though, Mayro? I didn't mean to interrupt. more of it.
Well, I was going to say in the UK version of the Direct, we didn't have a Humoris, we had Bubbles, and I got to say, I feel Bubbles had more Riz, but he wasn't as cool as Humoris.
He had more
Wait,
Riz.
there was a different me for you guys?
Yes, the UK had entirely different Miis. The UK localization...
They made it... That's crazy.
Yeah, the UK localization in general, I gotta say, just looks a little bit better, I would say. Not just biased. I don't mean that like biased because I'm British. I mean like...
Screw you, Americans.
It genuinely just did look like more personality in the UK localization, so... Potentially set your system languages to British English, guys.
No, okay. Maybe I will do that. Maybe whenever I review Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, I'll do my review in a really bad British accent, and I'll get canceled for being Another thing about the Direct I found interesting is that you're able to like make a shitty little dog as a pet. Like what's up? Like what's up with that?
So again, people are going to be drawing amazing things, I'm sure.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
wholesome.
It's another thing, like I think it's a little weird because they have like me dogs and maybe cats from like Wii Fit that I guess just don't exist anymore. It's a little bit of a shame that they can't be in the game as well, but I mean, it's nice to have a PNG tuber as a pet, I guess.
Yeah, I'm better than nothing, I suppose. One thing
you could have. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna switch the topic, so you go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
They also have island customization now.
Oh yes,
where you could again kind of draw anything you want.
Anything.
So you can make, Pen Island. You can make E Island.
You can make Foot
that kind of borders
Island.
on like Animal what? That kind of borders on like Animal Crossing territory with a customization. I'm welcome.
Yes,
I'm welcome to it. I'm open to it.
And it looks pretty like accessible too. Like it doesn't look super difficult to.
It looks a lot easier than Animal Crossing.
They got rid of the music hall.
I was about to say that.
Unfortunately,
I was about to say that.
We don't know that they got rid of it, but it does.
I can't make any more.
That's true. That's true. Wait, that's true. That is true. We don't know if they got rid of it.
We don't know if they got rid of it, but it is weird that they didn't show it.
Yeah, but it's weird that they wouldn't show that because that's like a fan favorite part of the original game. Like, whenever I think of the most iconic aspects of Tomodachi Life, one of the first things that comes to mind is being able to write whatever song you want in like the different genres. And do you remember how little like guarding there was with like the profanity? Like you could get away with some pretty like, at least for Nintendo terms, some pretty crazy things. And I love the concert hall. I hope it comes back.
I also
if
hope
it
so.
doesn't, at least we got the news anchor back. That's cool.
Yeah. They have all the dating. They brought back catchphrases where you can write anything.
That's exciting.
That's funny.
Yeah.
One thing that I found interesting was they had two Miis interact and they asked you what should we talk about, and it looked like you could write anything and the game would somehow adapt to that. I don't know how many like different scenarios the developers thought of, but it looks like you could write almost
foot jobs.
Anything.
You could be
like you could talk about foot jobs.
That's awesome.
Like, and then the Miis would talk about their favorite positions and all that.
Yeah.
So maybe the developers thought of that, but maybe they could have block some words off.
Yeah.
So
the first thing
that scenario
the first conversation starter I'm gonna have is like, do you prefer missionary or dogging? Like just some insanely vulgar shit like that.
My Jonathan me and my Obama me talking about their which is their favorite pedicure.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I think
that basically was everything. This is like a very random thing, but I like how they brought back the wacky clothing from the original game. This kind of goes back to, I think it was Donovan who said it, but the fact that the game is weird and they're kind of embracing the oddity of it. And so the fact that you get to have like a hot dog costume, for example, is, that was an element of the first Tomodachi Life that I did like a lot. Oh, and you're able to have roommates now. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. It's no longer an apartment. It's a bunch of housing units. I think that's cooler and better. Well, I was going to say, this might be a hot take. I think they probably, I don't mind it, but I think they could have used a bit more advanced text-to-speech.
See, I disagree completely.
Donovan, that's the charm.
Very
Donovan,
archaic.
That is the charm of the original game, though, is the fact that it's like, hello, my name is Jenny.
I know. They sound super. They sound robotic, and that's funny. I feel like we've been spoiled with the advancements of technology that I'm like, this does feel very 2000s.
Donovan, it's fucking Tomodachi Life.
I know.
I get what you're saying, but for me, it's like it's really refreshing to not have that, and like especially like I'm not saying that you have to use AI to have better text to speech, but you know, it is nice to take a hard pivot to what we're used to.
I wasn't even thinking of AI, but let me play devil's advocate. If this was using AI text to speech, would that be a bad thing? And if it was like on device AI, it's not using some kind of data center, it is using the processing power of the Switch. Would that even be a bad thing? It's not like it's replacing voice actors. You can't replace a TTS system. You can only replace it with a better one.
Well, it depends how it was like trained. Because would it trained like ethically?
I see.
And I guess you could get in this hypothetical. Yes, it's all ethical and everything is good. And then if that's the hypothetical, then yeah, everything's good and cool. And we live in a world with rainbows.
I'm kind of on Mayro's team here though, where it's like I'm unbothered by the way it currently sounds. Like I honestly just think it's charming. And I agree that in most games I would find it probably annoying. Tomodachi Life is a rare exception where they make it fit the exact aesthetic of what's going on.
Yeah.
And you are thankfully still able to change like the pitch of your Mii's voice, and you're able to obviously change different aspects of their personality. So it's not like every single Mii has the exact same robotic voice. You know, there's slight variations of it. But was there anything? I think that's basically everything that we saw in the trailer.
There's one thing.
Okay. What's that one thing?
This is strictly a Nintendo Switch game. They said it's compatible with Switch 2, but there's zero upgrades or even like enhancements, like free enhancements.
Yeah, I think it would have definitely been cool to have something like unique about the Switch 2 version of the game, but it is cool to see that Nintendo is still like supporting Switch 1 users, even though they could do what most companies would probably do in a situation where they just fully hop on the Switch 2 bandwagon since it's their newest console. So the fact that they're still giving Switch 1 owners who haven't upgraded up to the Switch 2, new games that they don't feel like they're being skimped out on, that part of it is cool, but I agree that it would have been nice to have some kind of upgrade with the Switch 2, even if it's like you said, a free one. So whether it be like a slight, I don't know, like resolution boost or just something. I don't know. But either way, that's another thing where I can at least see like the other side of it, where it's like, for Switch 1 owners who either don't have the money to buy a Switch 2 yet or don't feel like the library has gotten big enough to where it's worth it. They still have some games coming along that it's just purely a Switch 1 game.
For me, I feel like there's not really an excuse for them to not give us at least a resolution bump.
I agree. We should get a resolution bump for sure. But
because I don't know how much effort it takes. I know it's not a particularly favorable argument to just go ROM hack therefore, but I mean it does take. When you're emulating a Switch game, it takes 2 button clicks to...
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Purely hypothetically.
When you're hypothetically emulating a Switch game, it takes like 2 button clicks to enhance the resolution. And like, I don't know if they can do it. I don't know why Nintendo wouldn't be able to do it,
Yeah, there should have been, like, with the Mario Galaxy re-release, like, that's a Switch 1 game, but there's a free update where they increased... I think they just purely increased the resolution, maybe the frame rate, but I believe it's just the resolution.
Just resolution.
So why couldn't they just do that for this game? I don't know. But also, if they made just a Switch 2 edition, mouse controls. We talked about so many drawing things.
Yeah.
You know how helpful the mouse controls would be?
I forgot that mouse controls were a thing. Yeah. Wait, yeah, the mouse controls would be great.
That's a very weird thing that they just didn't make us. Anything for Switch 2 version.
Especially with how many like arbitrary ways Nintendo has already found to incorporate mouse controls into other games. It is weird that whenever they have something that's so obviously would be beneficial to have mouse controls, then like they're not adding it in.
Yeah, they could have This is not happening. I'm just spitballing, but if they were to make a Switch 2 edition, they could make it an easy $5, just like Animal Crossing. They could add, including mouse controls. They can even have like microphone support for some stupid hijinks where you could talk to your Mii. I believe they had some microphone support in the in Tomodachi Life on the 3DS too. So I don't know.
I would prefer if they did charge money for that.
Yeah, that shouldn't
It doesn't
be paid.
really bother me.
Do you want to go ahead and move on to Bellabel Park though? Because I don't want to wait too long to get into that topic because I know there's definitely some fun stuff to get into. So Mayro, tell us about how excited you are for Bellabel Park.
Oh god, I am excited for it. I am excited for it. I'm excited for the challenge mode and excited to see what the Koopalings are doing. As for the multiplayer stuff,
No, like I'm just so excited about the fact that they're all ghosts and you're not actually playing with your friends.
that's really
what
good.
I'm like.
I'm so glad
Player Shadows.
I'm so glad that they doubled down on the terrible online. Instead of like they could have charged us to fix the online, and they were like, "Now let's just double down. Let's make a paid DLC where like you can't play online with your friends. Let's make an online, a multiplayer themed DLC in the year 2026." Where 75% of the games you cannot play online with your friend, and the ones you can, you just play next to your friends.
Yeah, you're not actually directly interacting with them in the game. Yeah.
More speedruns, basically. It's just, why are we doing this? There's no excuse. Anyone defending this, I don't like you.
I don't like the. I said this in previous videos, but the live player shadows, I don't really like them. The argument is that there will be 12 players on screen, and yeah, that could probably get really like I would lose track of Mario instantly. But like if I'm playing with my friends, I want to see my friends. I don't want to see a ghost.
Yeah, well,
so I think that's really stupid.
Here's my counter to what you just said. They could make it so it's not 12 people, and they can make it a manageable amount, and then let us not play with ghosts. Imagine that.
But Mayro, but the ghosts are good. Like, but because you could accidentally pick someone up and throw them, and then it's like frustrating.
This is an argument I've heard like for the ghosts. It's like, oh, but it was annoying. Like my friend could pick me up.
That was the
throw me off a
fun.
cliff. And
That was the fun.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why is it my fault that you have shitty friends?
Yeah, but and it's even then though. It's like whenever I was growing up playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii or U, and I would like one of my friends would pick me up and throw me. Like those are the memories that I remember.
Yeah.
Like looking back, it's like fun. Like I know obviously sometimes it would be annoying, someone would, but like that's part of what makes it. It's just like friends, just like messing with each other. Of course, you would if they did that. You definitely would have like griefers just go online and just they're not even playing the game. They're just throwing people into pits. And that would be me. But I don't know. I would still rather that than the ghost alternative,
for sure.
where it's because it does just kind of feel like you're playing single player. It's like you're all playing single player at the same time, and you're just like. You're just seeing where each other are.
And like that's okay. I don't mind that for like playing with randoms in like the main levels. Like that's a cool feature, but having that instead of like proper multiplayer is just so disappointing.
Like when you're playing single player and the live player shadows just appear in the courses, I think that is cool, but when I'm playing online with my friends, I want to just like 3D World, I want to do a playthrough with them, not just like doing the same course they just so happen to also be doing. I want to go on the adventure with them online. In local multiplayer, that's not an issue. But for some reason online, they have to change up the rules.
Just like, what if we made it shit just for fun?
What if we just like fucked it up? Just like we're just in a silly mood. Like let's just like make it bad. No, I am excited for how there's like, I don't know if it was every level in the base game or if it's only certain ones, but how there's like different challenges that you can do within those levels.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, it looked like there's some kind of like membership card where you can like upgrade or you can like rank up. That looks fun. That's the element.
What's with the flower pot power?
Oh yeah,
that they did not talk about.
They just wanted to talk about paid assist mode instead.
They love their assist modes.
Don't you love how you have to pay to use like Luma but they could have just added that to the game.
So good. Could obviously
There's a billion different baby characters, and then on top of that, you have an assist mode for
the addition of assist mode is fantastic for people who need them, but I feel like a paid DLC is not the place. Like that's not the target audience. It's like I had an analogy for this, but I don't know what it was.
I'm pretty sure you said this in whenever you were reacting to it.
I did.
But the people that would need that assist mode wouldn't be getting the paid DLC because they wouldn't have already played the game, presumably.
Yeah.
So if someone's gonna,
they're buying the entire package.
Yeah. So like someone that's going to be buying the paid DLC has probably already played the game enough to where they don't need to have like a Luma going around, like shocking the enemies and everything. So the fact that they're adding it is cool. It's not like whenever I'm criticizing that, I'm not trying to be like anti-accessibility in gaming. It's just the fact that they're charging money for it is really bizarre.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna be like screw them for charging money for it. I just think it's strange. I just think they're stupid. That's what I think.
I think the attractions, the whole multiplayer thing. I've said this so many times. It's like Merry Magoland and Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and I love that. There's so many fun mini games. It is one of the most fun multiplayer games that I've played with like friends and like locally. So I think the local aspect of Bellabel Park should be pretty fun with all the mini games. The thing is though, we didn't see all the mini games, and also really there's a specific local multiplayer section.
Yeah,
I hope that's not all of the only local multiplayer things, and if that is a specific local multiplayer section, I hope that we can also access that online.
Probably not. I'm just gonna say, probably not.
I'm a little confused. Why it isn't more like Merry Magoland?
Because they hate you.
Because Nintendo.
The games themselves look fun. They look like they'd be a fun afternoon with my friends. I do plan on replaying the entire game again with a group of 4, and probably firing up like the attractions.
Nice.
Like every time we're like, you just want to play the Switch.
You play a little bit,
like
and then you go,
minutes.
oh, maybe we should play Mario Party instead. Actually,
yeah. Well, that's what I was saying about those attractions before. Is like it looks fun. I just don't see like the longevity of it beyond like messing around for an afternoon with your friends. Like I could be wrong, but it just like a lot of the things that we've seen, it looks like something that's like a fun time waster. But it's not something I'm going to constantly be coming back to. You know what I mean? I
would have loved this exact DLC, but for U Deluxeable games. Because that game actually...
What?
Because U Deluxe doesn't have online, and they could definitely add it, but U Deluxe had better multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because is it just because like they weren't Ghost and U Deluxe? Like you're actually...
Yeah, you can actually like play with your friends.
Yeah.
Like even the local multiplayer in Wonder, while they're not Ghost, you still can't really. There's still not that much interaction. Like there's a little bit more, but like it's still not that good. Like I played
as someone who played 90% of Wonder in local multiplayer. I do miss the fact that you can't kill each other.
Yeah,
I mean you still can. You can kill each other. It's just much harder. I don't like how the screen doesn't expand.
Oh, yeah.
It always follows the person with the crown.
Yeah.
So that gets a little finicky. I still greatly enjoyed Mario Wonder in multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad
that's by the fact that I played like 90% of the game in multiplayer.
Yeah. But was there anything else from that trailer that we haven't talked about?
Rosalina.
Well, we talked about Luma, but yeah, Rosalina's a playable character now, which
to me, that's
cool.
kind of like, okay, that's cool. I mean, all the characters play the same in this game, so I'm not like necessarily that excited about one more.
It's not like whenever I played Super Mario 3D World and I found out that Rosalina was a playable character and she had her own like spin attack, that was like impactful because it was like, whoa. And
They should have added more badges.
They should have. Maybe there will. We don't know, but
yeah, because they clearly They clearly love not telling us everything, like that.
Like I didn't
flower pot.
I haven't like super analyzed the trailer because I do prefer to like not be super spoiled. But I did see on Twitter, I think Rymia said that there's evidence of someone using two badges at the same time in like one of the trailer shots. So
why don't they tell us?
Two badges at the same time.
Could there's like a clip in the trailer where they do they use the spin jump badge in the air, then they plunge into the water and they do the dolphin kick move. So they must have two badges equipped.
Dang, Nintendo just loves to just withhold like crucial elements of a thing.
What the fuck is wrong with them? I think game share support. Again, game share is so cool.
Game share is cool, but it's also really confusing.
Really?
I think it's confusing because like sometimes it's like normal like game share in terms of like locally and like sharing it with like as a download play equivalent, that's obviously fine. But like I find it confusing when it's like when you're doing game share online, and like sometimes game share is like a substitute for online multiplayer, or like sometimes it's not. And I don't know, the rule around game share is so weird. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza, there's online multiplayer but only through game share. It's like, why?
I've never done game share online, and this is the question that I was gonna ask. Can I game share like the main, Mario Brothers Wonder campaign? Can I game share that online with my friends?
See, I don't know.
Or is it only game share with the attractions and the certain local multi, or I don't know, maybe there's specific game share or local multiplayer just events?
I have no clue. I feel like they just said there's game share and didn't tell us anything.
Why don't they tell us?
Which is like, that's why I say it's confusing, because like I don't know what they mean by that.
I guess it's we will find out.
Yeah.
But I did read on their website that game share can also happen online, so we'll see.
Because I mean, if you can at least game share the local multiplayer games, that is an improvement. It is weird. Like, why would it be? Like, why would it just not be like an in-game functionality?
Yeah, why would it only be that?
It definitely would solve some problems, I guess. I don't know. It would be weird to have a shoehorned in solution for a game that you haven't even released yet, but
If I could game share this online with some of my friends that don't have Mario Wonder, and I could, play the whole campaign without the player ghosts, that would be such an amazing feature. I would do that 100% of the time, and I would play that so much with my online friends.
Yeah, no, that would be great.
And if that is possible, I will do my second playthrough half with like my in real life friends and then half with my online friends.
Yeah, I mean the developers will definitely have earned themselves a free pedicure with that one, I think.
A free foot job, yeah. I need to put foot job in the title of this episode at this point. The amount of times that we've mentioned that. Maybe I should call this episode "Foot Jobs and Tomodachi Life."
Yeah, that's
you could take a
really great for discoverability.
Yeah,
you could take a PNG of me sucking my toe when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond was announced.
But by the way, just for the record, my parents are subscribed to the special hour, so they will see this.
Oh, okay.
They'll just see the thumbnail of Donovan going like just sucking his feet. So that is episode 31 of the special hour. All right, so yeah, once again, normally we're kind of shifting the way we do questions, because before I basically just had a bunch of questions just like stockpiled and then we were answering them whenever. Now I'm trying to keep it to just whenever we get them in the Discord server. So we do have a Discord server called the Special Hour, and if you have any questions that you want us to answer, feel free to go there to the Ask the Host channel. And it could be gaming related, not gaming related, whatever. Mayro, where can the people find you on the internet if they want to see more of you?
Well, my main channel is Mayro. The handle is Mayro SMM because Mayro was taken. I also have a second channel called Book of Mayro where I do chill, casual playthroughs of games. But it's not very active, so it's more it's second monitor content. I'm also Mayro on Blue Sky and Mayro YT on Twitch.
Cool. Donovan, where can the people find you?
DonovanDud on YouTube. Reviews, discussions. You can also find me in my Discord server, the Nintendo Boys. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, MrDean44.
Thank you for adding that 44 in there. I am MrDean44 on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter and Blue Sky. I think both my handle is either MrDean44 or the MrDean44. They're both linked on my channel, so you can find me on there. And then I also have a Discord server called the Dean Kingdom. So just your typical Discord shenanigans. Feel free to join that if you want. And bye.
Bye.